That's fine.
That's what I usually. Let's everything off. What's going on, everybody? You already know this. Your boy Narcolepsy Boy 94, aka Malik, back here again. Another podcast, non-wrestling related. I know most of you guys who always tune in for the wrestling stuff. But today we're talking about MCU universe, DC stuff, which I've done on my podcast a couple times, but never with these two. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen it when I've done with like Kyron and I think maybe like Rambo, stuff like that too. But as usual, always got guests on my channel. So if you guys got questions about the MCU or DC, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. I'll let my guest introduce himself as always. So Josiah, you can go first. After he's done, you can go next. And feel free to plug in your social media stuff too if you want.
100%. Well, Josiah.official on TikTok and Josiah_official on IG. That's me. Yeah.
My name is John. You guys can catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Phenomenal John, and you guys can check out my YouTube channel, The Phenomenal Bunch.
All right, so we're not just so give you guys a heads up. We're not going to discuss the new Justice League because Josiah hasn't finished it yet, so we don't want to spoil nothing. You know what I mean? We don't want to ruin any spoilers. So if you guys have anything else, besides because I already seen somebody already asked about the Snyder Cut. I already seen it in the comment, so somebody already asked the question. So I'll just give you my personal opinion on it real quick. I thought it was good. It made up for the first Justice League for sure. That shit was terrible, but I'm not going to discuss too much deep into it just because Josiah hasn't finished it yet. So I don't want to. No, we don't want to spoil anything for this man yet. So I'll take a couple questions real quick before we get into the topic. Somebody right here wants to know the Hulk or Iron Man.
Hulk or Iron Man. Hulk or Iron Man. Okay,
I don't know if he's asking who we like more or who we think would win or
no.
If we're going who we like more, I go Iron Man. But who would win? I'd probably say Iron Man too. Yeah, I'd probably say Iron Man too.
Or Hulk. What about you? You going with Iron Man too?
Hulk for both. Win and then which one I like more. So
Hulk for both too. Oh, that's tough for me, bro. I might have to go with Hulk too. I mean, Iron Man is pretty smart though. I mean, this motherfucker built a suit from scraps, bro, from the dungeon. Like,
and then he built what? Then Iron Man built the freaking Hulkbuster suit for Hulk. So I mean,
yeah. What about So what is the first real MCU movie you remember seeing for the first time before you started really getting heavy into becoming a fan and everything?
So for me,
first one I saw it was the first Spiderman. Like vividly remember watching that.
For me, it was Age of Ultron. For me, because like I never did really watch any like Marvel movie before. Cause I wasn't really that big into the superhero movies. I was always into the comics because I feel like the movies don't really do them justice. But once I watched Age of Ultron, like I gotta watch a lot of them now. Like they brought Scarlet Witch into it and stuff.
That was the first one you saw.
If we're talking about like in the MCU, then yeah, because like I've seen like Rise of the Silver Surfer, like the original Spider-Man, but like the one that really like got me into like heavily into the movies and wanted me to watch like all of them, that was probably Age of Ultron.
See, I remember like before like that, but I remember watching like this before like everything was big, but like the first three Spider-Mans when they came out with Tobey Maguire, Daredevil. I remember watching that shit when they first came out. Ghost Rider when they first came out. Of course, like X-Men and everything too, but that's not part of the MCU. So, what about you, John?
Yeah, same here. The Spider-Man movies.
That was always the first one. I think I might have saw one of the ones in theaters too. I can't remember. I think I did see one of the ones in theaters. I don't remember which one it was though. Let me see. Somebody wants to know Wolverine or Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I choose Spider-Man. Yeah, I choose Spider-Man too.
Are we talking about favorites or what are we talking about here?
So I'm just assuming whenever it's like this, if they're talking about like favorites and who would win. So if that's the case, who would win? I go Wolverine, but as far as my favorite go, I'd probably choose Spider-Man.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, I would say because there's no way he's beating Wolverine. I thought y'all said he was gonna beat Wolverine. Let me see some other questions in here. Wolverine. Tell me y'all saying Wolverine. Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man is great, but I mean, I don't see how he would ever be Wolverine. That's a stretch right there for me. What about? So, did you guys ever watch any like the cartoons though, like the cartoons from
yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Freaking what's that show called? Ultimate Spider-Man. That cartoon was amazing. Batman the Animated Series was amazing too.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
The new Batman Adventures I really didn't like, but it was still pretty cool. And one that apparently not a lot of people know about this one. Apparently, I just remember this one. But Beware of the Batman. If y'all remember that show was like pretty dope. But yeah,
I don't remember that one at all. That one doesn't ring a bell in my brain. What about you, John?
Yeah, so the first one I remember watching is Spider-Man the Animated Series, and then my favorite one is Spectacular Spider-Man or Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I don't know if you guys have seen any of those.
I don't think I've seen. I was
Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yeah,
the only one I watched was Justice League. I did watch Justice League, Batman animated series. Seen that. That's probably the best animated superhero cartoon ever. True.
And then there was one that I saw on Disney Plus called I don't think I heard about it, but I never saw it. But it was Iron Man Armored Adventures. If you guys ever like remember that one, but
I've seen a few episodes of that one.
Yeah, like I vividly remember it, but like I don't remember watching it. That's why I was like, dang, why have I never watched this? You know what I'm saying?
That's one with Tony the Teenager, right?
Yeah.
See, I haven't seen that one either. Malik Murray wants to know most underrated superhero that nobody talks about.
Underrated superhero
Moon Knight.
Nobody talks about.
What'd you say?
Moon Knight. Moon Knight is pretty cool. He's getting a Disney Plus show soon.
Okay,
or movie, I don't remember, but he's pretty cool. I've been reading some of his comics recently.
So what are exactly like his powers and everything? You know anything about his powers and stuff?
Yeah, so he's gets his powers from like this Khonshu, like this god of the moon or whatever. It's like a bunch of stuff. I'm still learning more about him, but people always say he's like Marvel's Batman, but he's not really Marvel's Batman. He's like way more violent. He's really vicious. Like he just kind of looks like Batman. That's about it. But he's more closer to Wolverine and stuff than he is Batman, at least to me.
Okay.
For me, for me, is Dr. Fate. I freaking love Dr. Fate, and he's basically like DC's Doctor Strange. But the thing about Dr. Fate is that like he kind of gets like a bad rap because like if he loses his helmet, then like his powers are basically drained, or like he's not like as powerful as he was before. So, but like other than that, all the powers are dope.
I'm gonna say Silver Surfer for me, bro. Silver Surfer is so good to me. I mean, a lot of people think he's like maybe a little weak or something like that, but I Silver Surfer is dope to me, bro. He's probably my favorite superheroes in the MCU. So I always liked Silver Surfer. There's a lot you could base off though. I mean, you both good answers. There's still so many people that they have to introduce yet to like to movies and everything. Because I always now that I'm starting to pay attention more, like before, like I said, before I was really getting into it, there's always some type of story that connects with every movie in the MCU. Somebody gets introduced, so like that's why you always have to pay attention to everything, bro, because like you may miss out on something important or something. So, all right, this is a legit question. I want to ask you guys. This is legit. There's only one answer to this, but it's personal opinion.
Okay.
Who's the best Joker of all time?
The best Joker of all time.
We're talking about live action or like anything?
Live action, best Joker.
Oh, live action? Yeah, probably, yeah. Heath Ledger. Yeah. I go him. I mean, honestly, to say the real truth, a close second would be Joaquin Phoenix because he portrayed the Joker to a T. But like all time, I'd probably give it to Heath Ledger.
If we're talking anything, then easily Mark Hamill. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like anything about that's exactly what I was thinking.
I would say Heath Ledger is the best Joker. For me, though, the second one, live action one, for me would be Jack Nicholson from Batman '89, bro. Jack Nicholson's Joker was, his Joker was legit, bro. To me, at least. I like the newer one too. I don't know about the one from Suicide Squad though. I mean, he was alright, but like, I thought I thought he was
Okay, so like Jared Leto's Joker. I mean, like he's getting a second chance with Suicide Squad 2. That's what I heard. So he's getting a second chance, but the first part, I don't know.
He was all right to me. I don't think he was like crazy, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it. Like he was all right. He wasn't bad, but it wasn't like nothing I put up there for me personally compared to the other Jokers. Like that's how I felt about it. I was like, I don't know. Some people really liked him though. I heard some people give some good reviews though. So some people really dig him. I know he's gonna be like I say he's gonna be in the second Suicide Squad, which I think comes out later this year sometime. So and the suits and they got a completely different cast. You know, besides Harley Quinn and Jared Leto. I mean, I think everybody else is completely different. No Will Smith or nobody. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, Margot Robbie played Harley Quinn pretty good too.
Who are some of the worst supervillains? Some of the worst supervillains.
Some of the worst supervillains. Man, okay,
That's tough.
Yeah.
the worst supervillain, probably the Penguin, only because it's like everybody else in Batman. I could like every other Batman
the Penguin from Batman.
Yeah, I'm talking about like if any other, because like all the other Batman villains, like you got Two-Face. Two-Face, he's pretty cool. You got Bane, Poison Ivy, but the Penguin, he seems like the least like threatening to me. Like just like, why are you even a villain? Like you're just like you're just a businessman and a short one at that. Like, bro,
the Penguin was dope, bro. That was my dude back in the Batman. That's probably one. Besides Dark Knight, that's probably like my favorite Batman movie. Besides Dark Knight, I mean Dark Knight is up there, but Batman Returns, bro. Oof, the Penguin, bro.
Ain't that the one with Catwoman too?
Catwoman, yeah, I could see, she was I don't know. I did like the movie though with Halle Berry. I mean, I thought the movie was pretty good, but compared to everybody else, Catwoman's kind of like, she's kind of.
I mean, I love Halle Berry and all, but like that Catwoman movie, it was cool, but like
it was cool for that time period.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because it came out like what, 04 or 05, something like that, somewhere around there.
Yeah, early 2000s.
2000. So she was better playing Storm to me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Storm.
Yeah, she was better playing Storm, I think, in my opinion. So how about, what do you guys think? We talked about earlier, because I didn't know this for sure until you guys told me, but like X-Men is now, they have the rights to X-Men and everything. So are you guys expecting them to be introduced maybe to like, somewhere to connected somewhere movies in the future, or how do you guys see that timeline playing out?
I think after they're done with the new shows they're working on, like WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, and Hawkeye and stuff, when they're done with all those, I think then they'll start bringing them in. I don't think they're going to show up in any of these.
How do you think they should be introduced, though? Is there a certain way you think they have to do it?
I don't know. You could just put them in one of the shows as a little reference and then give them a movie. I mean, I don't see them being in a TV show first. I think you just introduce them in a movie right away, as soon as you can, at least.
Yeah, because for the ending of WandaVision, if you guys have seen it, Scarlet Witch, like she still doesn't know like the power, like the severity of her powers yet, and so like maybe like you can have like her like finding like other mutants who are just as powerful, or if not, and then that's how you can like probably introduce like the X-Men and Professor X and stuff like that. So I mean that's just how I would do it. But you have Scarlet Witch and you have Quicksilver that was introduced in the Avengers. So I mean you can kind of do some with that.
That's what I was thinking too. Maybe they can bring it back in the Avengers, but we don't know when the next Avengers is really going to be. I think as far as I know, and how would they even introduce? Like I said, like if they add X-Men to the Avengers, they're going to be almighty powerful. So they have to be facing. There has to be some type of a villain. That's what I'm saying. Like who's going to be the next villain? Like it has to be like Galactus or somebody that's like damn near unstoppable, where you have to bring in everything you got, because like Doctor Doom could be good, but like even if they had Doctor Doom as the villain and they brought in X-Men, would he be a match? You know what I'm saying? To take it right down. You know what I mean? Because besides Thanos, I think Galactus may be the next more powerful. Due to these planets. You know what I mean? So it's like, I figure he would be the next, but I don't know if it'd be too soon though, because he still even like Dr. Octavius, like he still hasn't been. I heard rumors he's coming back, for some of the Spider-Mans in the future and everything. They're talking about Doctor Doom, King the Conqueror. You know what I'm saying? Some people want him to be introduced next, but he isn't like he's an almighty powerful though. He's a strategist, man. He's very strategist, smart. So there's still a lot of people that get introduced, and I'm thinking like, man, if they had X-Men, like.
Yeah, you can have Galactus and that, because like the way I see it, because like I was thinking of
see, he got to be brought in special. He's my favorite villain, and he got to be like he got to come in all gangster to me, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying, because like there's this line of comics that I like. It was Marvel Secret Wars, and it was like a crossover between X-Men, Fantastic Four, and the Avengers. And Galactus and Doctor Doom were prominent characters in that, were prominent villains in that series, and so. I mean, that's how you could probably do it with that. Have like both, all like the Fantastic Four and the Avengers and the X-Men, like kind of like come together to defeat both of them. But I don't know, like it's just a thought.
I mean, it could be something like that too. It's just, I don't know. Like if you eat planets, bro, you damn near unstoppable, bro. I mean, that's the way I'm thinking. They got to bring it in. Plus, you got to think too, like there's so many, like we already talked about we talked about Wolverine and Storm and all those people, but they still got Jean Grey too. And we already know about the Phoenix Force, bro. Like when the Phoenix Force happens, who's stopping the Phoenix Force? You know what I mean? So it's like, I just feel like maybe Kane the Conqueror could be a good villain if they don't do Doctor Doom next. I feel like he could be good for the next one, just because even though he's a great villain, but he isn't like that almighty powerful. You know what I mean? So he can be beat, he can be stopped eventually. You know what I mean? Doctor Doom could be good too, but I feel like obviously the stories have to continue for the future, you know what I mean? So you don't want to bring. That's why I was surprised they brought in Darkseid already for the new Justice League, because I'm like, bro, he's literally like,
the
most unstoppable. He's the most unstoppable villain they have. So it's like, bro, after if they defeat him, who's next? Like everybody else is under.
That's what I'm saying. Like they could go off of they can go if they want to do a crossover, they can go off of the Secret Wars and have it be like, and have it like span out to like a couple movies, because like Galactus wasn't defeated like right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So like they could have like, a couple of movies be like, okay, them trying to defeat him, them seeing Doctor Doom defeating Galactus, then them defeating Doctor Doom, so yeah.
Doctor Doom did beat Galactus, didn't he? He did beat Galactus. So everybody can be beat. I feel like, everybody beat somebody. I mean, they had fucking Squirrel Girl. She beat Galactus too in the comics. I'm like, bro, Squirrel Girl? Everybody, she defeats him, bro, with Squirrel. Come on now. Like, she almighty powerful, though. I was trying to tell my dude about it, because he didn't know about her at all until yesterday. He was like, bro, who is Squirrel Girl? I'm like, bro, she's almighty powerful. Just know that. She beat Galactus, bro. She coming after everybody if she beat Galactus, bro. Like, and she almost, so give me your top 5 favorite superheroes all time. All time from
like any Marvel, DC, anything, right?
I'll go first.
All together, all time from DC and Marvel. Top 5.
Okay.
No order. They have to be in order. No order.
I'll let you go first.
Me?
Go ahead, yeah.
Whoever.
Okay, so I think some people may know this. YouTube probably don't know this, but people who follow me probably know this. But favorite superhero of all time is Thor, for sure. Thor's my guy. Wolverine would be second. Number 3. See, some people I think are always surprised by this. My third favorite super of all time is my favorite DC hero is Aquaman. Aquaman is my dude, bro. That's my favorite DC. My favorite DC hero. It's probably my favorite DC character in general, actually. 4, probably Martin Manhunter. Gotta throw him in there. That's my guy right there. And my 5th one. It's a tie kind of between Flash and Scarlet Witch. It's back and forth between those two. If I had to pick one though, I think I'd pick Scarlet Witch just by hair though. Flash would be at number 6 for me.
Yeah, for me it'll probably be number 1 Spider-Man, number 2 would be Batman, number 3 would probably be Daredevil. Number 4 would be the Flash, and number 5 would be Green Arrow.
Yeah, okay. For me, number 1 of all time, Black Panther. It's been that way since I was 11. And then it goes Spider-Man for number 2. Probably the Flash for number 3. and it's a hard question. And maybe Wolverine for number 4. Yeah, I love Wolverine.
Yeah.
And number 5, I'd probably go Batman number 5.
Batman 2. I also love Wonder Woman 2. I got to throw her out there. Wonder Woman is always one of my favorites. What about villains? Favorite villains?
Doctor Doom is number 1 for me. Like, I feel like he's highly underrated.
That's your number 1 of all time, Doctor Doom?
All time, Doctor Doom, dude's dope. Number 2, I'll probably go Lex Luthor. Number 3, I'll probably go Sinestro. Yeah, Sinestro. I love Sinestro. And number 4, I go Venom. And number 5 would maybe number 5 would probably be Gorilla Grodd. Yeah, probably Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd. What about you?
Number 1 would probably be Joker. Number 2, Kraven the Hunter. Let's see. Number 3 is probably Kingpin. Number 4, I'll go Green Goblin, and then number 5, Mr. Freeze.
Somebody in the comment section earlier said Mr. Freeze was weak. I didn't put that out there. He said Mr.
Freeze. Well, no, I can't say Mr. Freeze is weak, but like, I mean, like, out of all the Batman villains, he was probably his backstory probably made like the most sense in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my favorite. Well, Galactus is number 1. He's my guy. 2 is Doomsday. Doomsday is my favorite DC villain. Thanos will probably be 3. 4 probably Darkseid. My 5th one. I like Brainiac, bro. I always like Brainiac. I'm gonna say Brainiac. Brainiac I always thought he looked cool, man. So I'll throw him in there. Trayvon said he's the one who said he said Mr. Freeze was weak, so I didn't care for him.
That's fair.
I mean,
disrespect for Mr. Freeze is real.
Yeah.
He wasn't really that portrayed in the Batman. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze was kind of, but you know,
he was good in the animated series though.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, and the Arkham had the best boss fight.
I didn't see the animated one though. The animated series of it. I didn't see that one with the one you guys are talking about. I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, the 90s one, Batman the animated series.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that Mr. Freeze probably was the most because it tackled his backstory a lot in the animated series, so you kind of learn a lot more about Mr. Freeze in that show.
Okay, see, I'm not too familiar with. I've seen Batman the animated series, and it's been so long since I've watched them, so I don't remember vividly inside my head too much about it because as a kid I wasn't really big into superhero stuff besides certain things, but I don't really remember a lot of that stuff besides maybe the first Spiderman show, like the movies and stuff like that. That's about it. But as far as the cartoons, I as a kid, bro, I never really watched Teen Titans, bro. I never watched any of it as a kid.
You never watched Teen Titans?
That's
tough, guys. Oh,
I was never into it. I mean, I've watched it, but I never watched it
consistently,
every episode. You know what I mean? I may watch on Cartoon Network if it was on.
That was
just to be on, but I wasn't obsessed with it.
Teen Titans was my ritual when I was in 6th grade, and it always used to come on Cartoon Network. That was my ritual. Every single time I would come home because I know exactly when it came on, and every single time I came home, that was my ritual. I would watch Teen Titans until it went off. That was my show back in the day.
Were you into Teen Titans too?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, see, I wasn't into it. I've seen a couple episodes, but I wasn't into consistently.
But I will say though, the thing, the show, or it's not a show, it's a movie. The movie that will get you really into the Teen Titans, watch Teen Titans: The Judas Contract, because that movie would get you really into the Teen Titans. If you don't really want to see through the show, the movie is really good.
What about Wait, so is it just called Teen Titans or is it called Teen Titans Go?
So Teen Titans Go is a spinoff of Teen Titans. So those are like two separate things.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one everybody hates? Teen Titans Go. Is that the one?
Yeah, no one likes Teen Titans Go, but yeah.
Because I've heard of Teen Titans Go, I just didn't know if it was all together. If it was like mixed as one. If it was all just the same show name, or I never knew. Because I was like, I heard, but I knew there were two different shows. I know people talk bad about one of them. I was like, I didn't know which one it was though, because somebody in the comments said the new one is trash. So
yeah, Teen Titans Go doesn't do the original one justice. So we try not to talk about that.
Who's all in Teen Titans? I know Robin's in there. I know Cyborg's in it. That's it.
Yeah, it's Robin, Cyborg, Starfire, Beast Boy, and
Starfire's in there for real?
Yeah, Raven and Tara for like a hot minute, but then she kind of like disbanded from it.
Beast Boy, Starfire is the girl with the pink hair, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's legit, bro.
Yeah,
I know she was in that bitch. I know she was in Teen Titans.
Have you seen the Titans show, the live action one? I heard that one isn't good.
The Teen Titans show,
like the live action one on DC Universe.
I haven't checked it out, but I heard it was bad. But
yeah,
I didn't like check it out like yet. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen any of the Teen Titans stuff. I'm not really too familiar. When it came to DC stuff, like I said, I wasn't really too familiar with a lot of DC stuff. You know what I mean? So I was more into I probably really didn't start getting into DC stuff heavily. Probably should maybe last year, to be honest. I mean, because I always seen of course, I've seen the Batman movie. Like the Batman movies are great. So I've seen Batman Begins, Batman Returns, Dark Knight, seen all those. Seen a couple Superman movies, here and there. I've seen a couple. I did see Wonder Woman, which came out not too long ago, and Aquaman and shit like that. But I just saw Aquaman for the first time this year. You know what I mean? Which is my favorite. He's my favorite DC character, but I never seen it. But damn, bro, I can't believe I've never seen this movie. So I really didn't start picking up as heavy into because my friend's been telling me to get more DC stuff because he's a big DC fan, and he's like, bro, you gotta get into the DC stuff. He's trying to get me onto the. I gotta start watching have you guys seen the Flash or the Punisher on Netflix? Those are good.
The Flash I've seen.
I haven't seen the Flash. I haven't seen Punisher. I haven't seen that one.
The Daredevil show. I think it was on Netflix. I believe on it. I don't know, but the Daredevil show I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, Daredevil's fantastic. If you haven't seen that one, that's the one you got to go watch. Punisher, season 1 is okay. Season 2 is really bad.
So, how many seasons are there? Just 1 and 2?
There's 2 seasons of Punisher. There's 3 seasons of Daredevil. All 3 seasons of Daredevil are pretty good, but season 2 of Punisher is pretty bad, and season 1 is pretty good. So, well, not pretty good. It's okay.
I reckon I'll look into it then. I'll look into it because Punisher doesn't really have any power either for like that, doesn't he? He's kind of
that show is a lot of padding. It gets pretty boring because there's not much you can do with that character. So they really stretch those 13 episodes out. It gets pretty boring in the middle. So
all right, that's how I felt about it too. So what are your so we did the video. I think you did it too. We made that video by top 5 MCU movies and shit like that. Mm-hmm. All right, so I gotta ask you this, bro, because I feel like I've seen a lot of people's videos, a lot of people sit your videos, and I was the only one who put Black Panther in there, bro. I feel like Black Panther is a little underrated.
You were the only one who put Black Panther, bro. Black Panther is my favorite superhero of all time, and when I heard it's been that one since I was freaking 11 or 12, and when I heard he was getting his very own MCU movie, I went to that theater that freaking night, the opening night, and how can nobody nobody like Black Panther? Come on now, bro. How is that not in their top 5 at least?
I was the only one from the videos that I saw. And there was a couple. I seen his, and I seen maybe 4
only
or 5
one
others.
person. Only one person put Black Panther.
No, me.
One other person.
Oh, see, I didn't see that one.
I saw that video, and I meant to stitch it, but I fell asleep, so I was like, dang. But yeah, why isn't freaking Black Panther easily in the top 10?
Since you didn't do the video, what was your top 5 favorite MCU movies? Since you didn't do the video.
Well, number 1, of course, is Black Panther, and then number 2, Age of Ultron, just because it got me into the entire thing as a whole. Honestly, when I think of MCU movies, I'm thinking of not like the old school Spiderman, like the old school Fantastic Four and the old school X-Men, stuff like that. So so for that, then Black Panther, Age of Ultron. I like Spider-Man Far From Home. What else? Captain America: The Winter Soldier was amazing.
Yeah,
and number 5. That's a tough one. Probably Endgame. Yeah, because Endgame was cool, but like that ending, man, that ending just got me, bro. Like, yeah.
What about you? What was yours again?
Real quick though, I'm gonna get hate for this, but I saw Black Panther and like had a really like bad shift at work, and I watched it really late at night, so I ended up not liking it. I've never watched it again since. So
that hurt, but you know.
So I need to watch it again. I didn't like it that much when I first saw it, but my top 5, my number 5 was it was Iron Man, the first Iron Man movie. Number 4 was I think number 4 was Endgame. Number 3 was Thor Ragnarok. Number 2 was a tie between Guardians 1 and 2. I couldn't pick between them, and number 1 was Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Okay, that was yours. See, mine was Thor Ragnarok was number 5. Black Panther was 2. 3 was Endgame. 2 was Guardians 2. I like the second one. If I had to pick between the ones, I like first and second one, but if I had to pick, I think the second one slightly favors for me a little bit, just by a little bit. And 1 was Infinity War. Infinity War,
I will say though, number 6, I guess it would be Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 was lit to me.
Yeah, my 6th one would be Captain America: Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was really good. I don't know. I see. I'm one of those people though. I liked Infinity War better than Endgame. That was me, bro. I thought Infinity War was better, in my opinion. I mean, Endgame. Obviously, at the end, everybody was going to come back. We knew everybody was going to come back, and take.
I still think in Avengers Endgame that last ending fight scene, that was the best fight scene in superhero history, in my opinion.
Oh, that
was lit. It was lit.
That one was lit. I like how because we all knew everybody was gonna come back and win. You know what I mean? But the way they did it though was pretty lit. It was pretty lit. But I don't know. Infinity War, bro, was so good to me, bro. Like that bitch was just Thanos was on the level of savagery, bro. That one, he was oof. I thought it was better too, especially at the end, bro. Because I remember there were 2 different reactions, for both leaders, because you remember at the end of Infinity War, people were like shocked, bro, like couldn't believe it.
And that's what made me. That's what made me not like. Well, I can't say not like it. Like the movie was still good, but like I guess like you're used to like the heroes winning. So like in the end, I liked it because in the end, I was like, "Are you serious? Like everybody just died? Like for real?" And then the Thanos like just sat back and just like admire what he did. I was like, well, that's the end of the movie. Wow. Okay. Well.
See, that's why I liked it more, bro, because the villains never win, bro. It's always superheroes, they always win, bro. And he came out on top, bro. I was like, bro, this man's gangster, bro. I gotta throw some respect to him because he just wiped out half the MCU, bro. And it was mainly a lot of people's favorites too, bro. Like a lot of
he did Vision disrespectfully. He did Thor disrespectfully. Yeah.
He came in at all-time savagery, bro. He came
the way he did Vision though. I mean, that would just completely just like not even. That was not right. Same with Thor. Like that was not right. Those like the 2 like defeats. That was like, dang, he really did. And then he did Hulk like that too. I'm like, dang. Like for real,
Hulk got scared, bro.
He beat Hulk so bad that he turned back into Bruce Banner. Like that's what I always told my friends. Like, do you know like how bad you gotta beat the Hulk for him to turn back into his human form? Like, bro, like, but yeah,
that's how. I mean, you gotta think. I mean, him with that glove though, bro. Oh my gosh, bro, he really was on a different level. And the way it was very disrespectful because the way he just walked in, bro, and he literally. The way he just walked in, bro, and just completely he brushed everybody off, literally took the thing out of his head, bro, and just threw
That's what I'm saying. Like it was hella disrespectful, like for real, just like that, like just like grabbed him by the neck, took the stone, and just wow, okay.
That was mad, and he just left, and after he just when he wiped out everybody, that was pretty cool though. But to see the ending though for Endgame though was pretty good though. I mean, the way
it was.
The way they did that shit, bro, it was amazing. Like that was like top. That was top tier shit, bro. That's what really sold Endgame for me.
The thing about Endgame is like throughout the entire thing, because you know how like Thor was fat, right? So throughout the like entire thing, I was like just waiting for like just like a hardcore like training scene to where like Thor was like about to get like bulky and buff again. No, he just stayed fat throughout the entire thing. I was like, well, all right then. Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they put him in Guardians 3 when they put out Guardians, whenever they make it. I kind of want to see him be a part of that because since he kind of left with Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what I mean, I think he should be. They could put him in there and do some type of. He ain't gonna be officially in the Guardians, but I mean, come on, to make the Guardians 3 movie, which maybe I don't know if it'll be the last Guardians, but you know, I think he should be a part of that movie at least somehow. I think because I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't feeling Fat Thor though. Thor my favorite. It was kind of it was making me
that's why I was like waiting on like him to just do like a hardcore like montage and then but like no, he just like was like fat the entire movie. Like, well, dang.
Yeah, I thought when he was calling Stormbreaker, like the lightning would make him have abs again or something, but he's gonna like stay fat. And I'm like, okay then.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that either. It's my favorite hero. It's like, damn, bro, like, well, my dude got to be fat, bro. Like, come on, like, I mean, he's still powerful, but it's like, damn, like, you think he could lose weight whenever he wanted to. I mean, he can. You think he just, snap his fingers, all of a sudden he's back to, buff Thor. But I don't know. I feel. I mean, Ultron was good too, though. Ultron was pretty good too. But I don't know, just the way Infinity War ended, I think it was just so unexpected for people. You know what I mean? Because it was like, damn, like,
yeah.
I mean, how many times off the top of your head can you think of a superhero coming out on top and the movie ends? That's it. Wins, and then the movie was.
Yeah.
Never happened.
What happened to Watchmen? I don't know if you guys have seen Watchmen.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it, but
I played the video games, but I haven't seen the movie, or if it was a movie, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if the movies have to continue forever, right? So there's really not going to be any villain that's ever going to come out on top. I feel like, because I feel like the movies continuously have to continue. So I don't know. I always kind of want one of those movies to at least happen once, where like the villain will come out on top at least once, maybe. Because when it comes to MCU and DC, and MCU and DC, like they continue forever. You know what I mean? So it's like you're gonna make so much money off these movies, you can't really stop it. You know what I mean? You gotta continue, or base type of story.
Back, right? You just leave him alive at the end of the movie. Because MC has that problem where they kill off the villain every single time, and he's going to come back. So
Thanos won't be coming back, right? He's gone forever, right?
So, I don't think so. They can find a way to do it, but I don't think
they always find a way.
For sure.
I said they always can find a way to bring him back. That's why I always felt about Logan when Wolverine died at the end. But I was like, some people were like, when I was telling people that they should bring X-Men to the MCU, and they're like, well, Wolverine's not alive anymore. I was like, bro, they're superheroes. They can always come back, bro. There's always a way to find. It's like a scary movie, bro. Like how many times we seen Jason die? Always come back, bro. You've seen Smack.
Michael Myers or Chucky. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we saw Jason get set on fire. You know, he got buried alive. Like, bro, they always come back. We saw. I think it was Seated Chucky. I think it might have been Seated Chucky. But at the end, when he was in the grave, and before he got shot, he was like, "I'll always come back." He's like, "I'll be back. Don't worry, I'm always come back." They always come back, bro. They come back every time, bro. Like there's ways you can do it. This has to make sense storyline. You know what I mean, it has to make sense for stories. Just like wrestling. I mean, like when the Fiend, obviously we saw the Fiend come back after he got set on fire, but he's coming back. But it's like, bro, it makes sense storyline wise. You know what I mean? So it's like, eventually, I think whenever, I think they should kind of do him kind of like Chucky. You know what I mean? Kind of like whenever he gets away from the burnt character, you know how like Chucky always, somebody always rebuilds him, or like they make him a new, a new Chucky. You do the same with the Fiend, new look. I'm saying now he's all crispy and clean because you can't do the burnt thing forever. You can't be.
Yeah, absolutely.
He can't be burnt forever. Same with Chucky. So it's like, I think a couple times they rebuilt him before he got the stitches. I think they kind of just put him back together, and then eventually they stitched him up and everything, and he had the stitches on his face, shit like that. So I mean, there's so many cool things they could do with it too. I think that maybe they can, because I don't know about you guys, but that's the first thing I thought of when I first seen him at Fastlane. I was like, damn, bro, he kind of looked like the burnt Chucky when he got thrown in the fire and shit. And then he came out of the fire and he had that burnt look and everything.
It reminded me of Leatherface. That's what a lot of people were talking about too. So,
really?
But yeah, cause like it's like his whole costume, like the way he was like the way what he was wearing, like and like how his like mask looked and stuff.
So that's what we thought Leatherface. Oh, that's very interesting. Leatherface. That's pretty interesting. That's the first time I heard about that one. Somebody compared the two. at least, because I've heard somebody say Jason when he got set on fire. I've heard the Chucky and everything, but the Jason, the Leatherface one, I haven't heard that one yet. That's the first time I've heard that one. So
yeah, the Fiend in general looks like I don't know if you guys have read the New 52 Joker, where like he's wearing
when he wears the human mask, the human face
has a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
I think that was part of I think that was part of the. I don't want to get it wrong, but I think that was part of the Killing Joke. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like basically inspired by this one right here. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So maybe he can bust him out like that, man. Like he was the Fiend. I think the Fiend he needs his own movie at this point, bro. I need to see like some type of Fiend movie. He needs his own horror film, bro. Like the Fiend needs to be in some type of movie, bro. Because I mean, some people were like aren't into this view, but I don't understand it. I'm like, bro, how this is literally like the best thing the Monday Night Raw has right now. So like, but like they've put some like real effort into this Fiend stuff, bro. Because like I heard he's gonna come out with a new look, but then like when you saw him, bro, it's like, bro, they put so much effort into that. Yeah, so much effort into it, bro. Like.
There's not much else on Raw, so this is
with the burnt skin and everything, and, like the little. There's so much effort put into that, like the whole wardrobe and everything. I'm like, damn, bro, like they really put some deep.
All the way down to like his hands too. That's why like, well, dang.
Yeah, his hands was burnt and everything, and like the gloves were like half burnt off, and the mask and all that shit too. I'm like, damn, bro, like they're really putting some
special effects, like damn.
Yeah, so some really hardcore effects into it. Have you guys seen WandaVision or anything? WandaVision or Winter Soldier?
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think about WandaVision?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, for me, 9 out of 10. Yeah.
I think I agree. Yeah.
Did you guys see the first episode of Winter Soldier yet?
Yeah, the first episode was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that one. The first episode at least. I don't know if it comes out like periodically, like how WandaVision was.
It's every week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So what are some things in the MCU that in the future that you're looking forward to? Some of the stuff they announced so far that you're really into that you want to see.
I was excited for Hawkeye because I read the comic book it's based off of like last year back in December. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. And they got Haley Steinfeld to play Kate Bishop. I think it's gonna be really good. So
yeah, I'm super excited for Black Panther 2.
Okay, before who do you think is gonna take over? You think it's gonna be Sister? You think it should be who should be?
Well, in the comics, yeah, because like that's what Shuri was. She takes the ranks as Black Panther, so I mean, I would assume like that's what they're gonna go with in Black Panther 2. So, but yeah, Black Panther 2, and then there's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, I can't wait
for that. About that one. And Thor: Love and Thunder, because like Thor Ragnarok was awesome to me. Like it was funny and it was pretty cool too. So, but yeah, like those like the main ones that I was like super excited for. Like other than like WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Black Widow. I'm glad she got her own movie. So yeah. I want to see what they do with her own movie, Eternals. I can't wait for that to come out. I want to see because they're introducing some new characters for Eternals. So I'm definitely going to be looking for that. I want to see what that one's all about too. Then Black Panther 2, I can't wait for that. I think that's going to be pretty good too. I hope that I hope they do it right. I think his sister should be the one to take over the reins. You know what I mean? So I hope they do that right. And then they had to have some type of something for Chadwick Boseman. You know what I mean? Some type of funeral or something. Something has to be in there. You can't just you can't just
just not mention him.
Yeah. So I think excuse me, there's some good stuff they got coming for the future too. They announced too. I think the Loki series will be pretty good too. I think that might be better than the one I'm because I've seen the trailer. The trailer looks okay, but it might be a lot better than the one I'm thinking. So
yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
So I always like the new Thor. When is the new Thor? Did that come out this year or next year?
I think it's next year. It's next year. Okay. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
I think the set was leaked. I think a month ago or something.
Okay. So I'm excited for a lot of. They got some pretty cool stuff coming out especially with Disney Plus now. There's so much more they can introduce for our shows and
Yeah.
all types of everything. Because there's some other shows they announced too. I know they announced, Eternal and Loki. WandaVision already came out. Falcon and Soldier's coming out right now. There's some other ones too. I can't remember. There's another one I've seen earlier too, man.
There's Hawkeye. That's a show, and then
What If?
Oh,
What If?
Yeah.
And there was also that that Spider-Man movie that's probably gonna come out, which has all three of the Spider-Man in it.
Oh, is that a real thing? I heard that was
I don't know if it's a real thing or not, but if it is, that's pretty lit. But
yeah, I need that. I definitely gonna need that. Cause I heard some stuff about it. I just didn't know if it was like legit or not. So
It's coming out this year.
the new Spider-Man, yeah, it comes out soon. But I don't know if it's good. Like all the Spider-Mans are gonna be in it though. I've heard some rumors about it, but
Yeah, Tom Holland said they're not going to be in it, but he could just be lying or something. I'm not sure.
yeah, they could be pulling our leg and no stretching us or anything. So like, you never know when it comes to movies and shit like that. But
I myself am just waiting for a Miles Morales movie, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
did you watch the one on Netflix, the little cartoon version?
The what wasn't that in Ultimate Spider-Man? I think Miles Morales wasn't in that one.
But then they came out with one on Netflix too. It was like some I don't know what it was called. But I don't know what it's called.
If they did, then I gotta check it out. I don't remember that one.
It was like let me look it up real quick so I know what I'm talking about. So I can give you the name of it. I'm gonna look it up real fast.
Yeah, because we're getting that.
Spider-Man Miles Morales. Have you guys played that one?
Well, that game, 10 out of 10. It was pretty short though, but for what they packed into the game, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
I haven't played it yet because I want to get the PS5 first before I play it.
Oh, I gave up on it. I'll wait until it's over. I'm just gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait to get it, and
Right.
I gotta play. I want to play it with the graphics and everything, bro. So I'll wait to get it on the PS5.
I'm just gonna wait until I could peacefully walk into a store and just grab it and leave instead of doing this online game.
They're so hard to get right now, bro. It's crazy.
So like a lot of the games that are about to come out for the PS5, they're gonna make for the PS4 too. So I'm like, you know,
yeah, they are too.
Except for that new Ratchet and Clank game that I really want to play.
Oh,
I think that's only for the PS5. I'm like, goddamn.
Like, when the new God of War comes out, I'm like, bro, I have to play the new God of War. I have to play it on PS5, bro. I have to, because that first God of War was the one on the original on PS5. Oh, that shit was so good, bro. To me, that was an amazing game. Mm-hmm. So, and I did so the new Miles Morales Spider-Man. That's not as long as the last Spider-Man video game they made.
It's like 6 hours long. Or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe 7 if you do all the side missions.
Oh, so it's not like, oh man.
Which I didn't at first, but after I passed the game, I just like speed ran through all the side missions. Well, not really speed run, but like, you know what I'm saying. Like,
it's cheaper though. It's cheaper than $60. I think it's $40 for the game.
Like 45, I think.
I might look into it then. I didn't know it was that short, so I'll definitely look into it. I bid 100% the last game. I had 100% everything on that game. So
yeah, that game was like 20 something hours. Like more than double.
Yeah, I thought it was good though. I like the longevity of the story because they could do. Yeah. I usually do stories and then I just go do side missions for a little bit, and then I come back to the story, and so I did a little bit of both. So I
still think one of the best Spider-Man games of all time, well, 2, is Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
Oh, I love that game.
Spider-Man Edge of Time. Those two are my top 2. Those were my top favorites.
What about
Edge of Time? I haven't played that one yet. I played Shattered Dimensions though.
What about the Spider-Man suits for Miles Morales? They got different suits and everything, like how the last Spider-Man game was. You can pick between different suits and everything, or
yeah.
Okay.
There's not as many, but there's a pretty good amount. So
I might buy it tonight. I don't know. I might. I'm talking about now. I kind of want to play it. It's getting me curious.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, if you buy the PS4 version, they said that you can just play it on the PS5 because I tweeted at the game director or whatever. I'm like, if I buy the PS4 version, if I put in PS5 to get upgraded, it's like, yeah, if you buy the PS4 version, you can just upgrade it by putting the disc into your PS5 or whatever. There's like no difference or something like that.
Yeah. Because the same with NBA and stuff like NBA Madden and all that stuff. So you can just upgrade it with the PS5. I don't know. I didn't want to play it first until I got the PS5. That way I first played this time. You know what I mean? But I might have to cop it now. The more I'm thinking about it, I'm more curious I'm gonna get. I've been avoiding everything about it. I've been avoiding videos. I've been avoiding, I don't know. I've been avoiding everything about this game, bro. I haven't seen nothing about it yet. So, but I've heard people keep telling me it's so good though. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like,
Yeah, it is. It is.
keep stressing it out. So, all right, everybody, we'll go ahead and sign off here. Appreciate you guys for joining. We got another podcast coming up for you guys. Another podcast Thursday, wrestling related. We're doing some wrestling trivia for you guys Thursday around this time, 7 p.m. So you guys make sure you tune in for that. And one more time, I'll let you guys plug in yourself. So Josiah, I'll let you talk about everything, follow you, what you do, and you go after him, and we'll sign out.
Yeah, 100%. So Josiah.official on TikTok. I didn't say it before, but Josiah the Elite on YouTube, and Josiah_official on IG.
And then I'm at Phenomenal John on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And then you guys catch my YouTube channel, The Phenomenal Bunch.
All right. So make sure you guys give them guys a follow. Like I said, podcast Thursday night too. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'll keep you guys updated on the. I'll plug this in for you guys and make sure you guys keep updated. So you guys be safe.
Yeah.